Hey there, everybody. Dr. JP Guidry here. I wanted to hop on real quick and talk a little bit about um, why I am no longer in network with insurances. I made that decision about 2 years ago to get out of network and don't plan on ever getting back in with them. There's probably a good chance that considering everything that's going on with COVID-19, that we're going to see a rise in premiums, which are steadily going up anyway over the years, and along with rising copays, rising deductibles, unless some changes are made to the system and the way that we deliver healthcare. My decision was born from just getting tired and frustrated of somebody sitting behind a desk hundreds of miles away telling me who I could treat, how long I could treat them, what I could do, and what my time and my expertise was worth. um, and that worth steadily decreased over the time, and that amount of access that I've had to patients became harder and harder to come by, and more hoops to jump through. And so I just got tired of it all and decided to uh, at the time get out of my clinic altogether and go more onto the wellness and performance side. And now, as I get back into some telehealth PT, um, uh, still deciding not to ever go back in network with insurance. um, and so what I offer, and that's what I offer, is a little different than even your normal insurance, is monthly packages, monthly memberships, probably a better word. um, and there's different tiers of these memberships based on your time needs. So how much time you need from me. Right now, that time is virtually, and then as things go back to normal, some of that time may be in person, and as well as is financially, what works for you. So um, that's why I offer different options, different levels, so that everyone for the most part can have some access to the care they need. It's still quality care. It's still, constantly have access to me via email and messaging, even if you don't have or don't need as much of the video or in-person access. And offer these packages from both ends. So from the rehab end, they all come with an evaluation if it's a true telehealth PT need, or if it's a wellness, fitness, sports performance need. They all start with some kind of assessment, and then go from there. Um, I believe personally that this should be the future of how we deliver therapy, in some kind of a hybrid, in person, virtual, and app based delivery system, allowing people to kind of get out of the old mode of having to go to PT 2 to 3 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks, having people have to get into the medical system, and so my goal is to try to keep people out of the system from the wellness, the fitness, performance standpoint. And if they need medical treatment, if they need PT, then uh, provide a more efficient and a more cost-effective way. And if you my prices are set so that especially at the lower tiers, they end up being less than what most people are going to pay over a month of PT, um, with their copays. So with those things going up in the end, it can also be a cost-effective way compared to using your insurance. And you still get the care you need. You still can see the outcomes, and it allows me to provide quality care without having to worry about um, having to jump through hoops, jump through red tape, having to please an insurance company, and you know do what they tell me to do, versus do what I think is best for the patient. And so that decision should be made between the practitioner and the patient, as a team, on what is best for them, not some third party that does nothing but read a few lines on a paper and make that decision. They've never sat down with a patient. They've never got to know them. They've never you know intimately got to dig into their who they are and what their issue is. And, you know, as clinicians, that's what we do. And I think that's what makes us unique and special, is our ability to do that and spend more time with the patients. And so this allows me to even spend more time without being rushed or pressured to do more and see more, because in the system we are in now, you know, we're rewarded by quantity of care. You know, the more you deliver, the more you get paid. And, you know, this leads to over treatment, over medicalization of people. Um, Even if you look outside the world of physical therapy, you know, this leads to more elective surgeries that probably aren't needed to be done from an orthopedic standpoint. You know, things like meniscus repairs and other things like that, that, you know, if you look at the literature, it really doesn't have any better long-term outcomes than just rehabbing. So just wanted to talk a little bit about why I do what I do. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me via phone at 337-274-3639 or email at johnpaul, JOHNPAUL, at guidrypt.com. You know, and my goal is to come out of the other end of all this. You know, I want to change how each person, we approach our own healthcare, you know, and hopefully, you know, maybe this will open our eyes to the importance of taking control of our healthcare and not leaving it up to a system. And then as the system, as a healthcare provider, or, you know, a wellness fitness provider, how we deliver that, you know, and get out of this old kind of, you know, in my opinion, broken model of how we deliver care, which is based on quantity over quality. So hope everybody has a great day, and thanks for listening.